Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Candy J, your certified clinical sexologist, premarital marital counselor, marriage bootcamp coach, mocha marriage facilitator, wedding officiant, seven principles of making marriage work, Gottman leader, sex educator, and bedroom candy consultant. Hey, listen. Oh, I forgot wedding travel. Agents. So, anyways, guys, listen. I am talking about weddings today for just 5.2 seconds, and actually, I'm going to talk about my role in your wedding. Okay, two things. Number one, I am a wedding officiant. What is a wedding officiant, guys? It is the person that stands before you, right, and officiates the wedding. They're telling you exactly what to say. They're giving you the vows. They are, having you exchange the rings, jump the broom, whatever tradition that you like for your wedding, right? But they're also the person that makes everything official. I sign that daggone wedding certificate, right? And without us as wedding officiants, it does not make your wedding official. You're not married until a wedding officiant or a civil servant, like a judge, signs your wedding certificate and says, boom, yes, they got married on this particular day. Okay. So listen, a couple misconceptions though, right? One of the things is a wedding officiant is not your wedding planner. They are not the day of planner. They are not involved in any of those things unless that is a dual service that you're paying them. I ran across someone that called me the other day, and they were asking, if I could be their day of coordinator. That's not what I do. I am a wedding officiant. I'm the person that stands and marries you. I'm not the person that makes sure that everything runs behind the scenes. That's two different services. Now, I know some great people that are day of wedding coordinators or wedding coordinators, period, that I can always refer you to, but a wedding officiant is not that. Okay, we don't have those dual roles unless that is how we market our business, right? So I am definitely not a day of wedding coordinator. What I am though is to walk you through your special day, right? We usually get there 30 to an hour earlier, make sure there's all the kinks out. We do the rehearsal with you, and we prepare you for exactly how you want your wedding. Now listen, there are plenty of wedding officiants out there, but what you want to do is, just like you vet anything else, you want to vet your wedding officiant, right? Do they have the personality that you would like? Are they going to make this dull and boring and very stoic, or are they going to bring their personality to it? Are they going to roll with the punches and be able to pivot, like if even if they make a mistake? I remember a couple weeks ago, or no, maybe a month ago now, they've been married. I married a couple, and I accidentally said, do you take this man when I'm talking to the woman? I'm sorry, talking to the man about the woman. I just rolled with the punches and fixed my words and kept it going and made a joke out of it, and everybody laughed and they kept going. Can your wedding officiant do that? Can they bring the personality of you and you together and make sure that it is what you want? Can they make sure that the scripture, if you're doing a religious wedding, the scripture that they want, that they are saying, is going to go with your personalities? So the other thing that I do, right, I'm a premarital counselor. So premarital counseling is so needed, y'all. And let me tell you why. There is a statistics that says that 80% of couples that get premarital counseling are less likely to divorce than couples that don't. 80%. Okay. And why? Because we discover so many things in premarital counseling, right? So we go over finances, we go over children, we go over intimacy and sex, we go over building that foundation, we go over gender roles, we go over so many things that could happen in your relationship or are already happening, or things that you disagree about now that you need to work on and get it together. And like, I even have one couple right now that we discovered some things in their premarital counseling that they had no idea that the other one thought. And it actually almost postponed their wedding because it was something that they needed to work through and get through, they felt like, before they got married. But they ended up getting through it, and I walked them through it. It took us 3 or 4 sessions to get through what their issue was, but we got through it, right? So in the state of Texas, you can do 8 sessions, right? And I offer my 8 sessions for $800. So that's a total of $100 each, right? And we go through 8 weeks of stuff that has to do with your future spouse, right? And I love it because so many people, I usually recommend the first year of marriage you stay in couples counseling, usually just once a month. Now some of my couples, after they get married, they find out there's some more things that they need to deal with, and they come every 2 weeks, right? So it just depends on you and your relationship. But let me tell you something, premarital counseling will definitely help you and guide you through that first year of marriage, because the first year of marriage, actually really the first 5 years of marriage, is tough because you're going through the ebbs and flows of everything. And especially if you have never lived with that particular person, or some of my couples, they've never lived with a man, they've never lived with a woman ever in life. They've some of my couples decided to be celibate before they got married, and then they had some sexual issues that they need to work out, and then there are just so many different things that premarital counseling helps out with, and counseling in general. So anyways, guys, I didn't want to keep you long. I just wanted to give you a few tips about the wedding officiants and the premarital counseling. Listen, like, subscribe, ring that bell so you can come back for more mental health issue more mental health information and tips, couples tips, sex education, and so much more. Okay. Thanks, and have a wonderful Wednesday, guys. Bye.